Take one.
It's already rolling.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the first question that I have for you is why have you made this a focus of your agency?
Well, the achievement gap in and of itself is, in my opinion, the civil rights issue of the 21st century. There's no way at this point in our history we should be allowing kids to not have the opportunity to achieve. So if somebody doesn't make it an issue, it'll never be fixed. And so for us, we feel like if we're going to really make change in Kentucky, it's going to have to be by focusing on providing all kids a different opportunity to achieve.
The second question that I have for you is who has responsibility for the achievement gap?
Well, I said publicly, I'm the first one that has to own it. It has to be more than just responsibility. It has to be, you have to really own it. You have to take control of it. And for me, I had to be the first one. But it's really a community issue, a school level issue. It's a state issue. And if I'm the only one that ever owns it, we'll never fix it. It's going to have to be something that everybody owns and internalizes and decides this is going to be a priority.
So meaning that teachers, administrators, principals, and you, community, all have to get involved.
We have to not just get involved, we have to commit to it in a way that we've never committed to it before.
In your speeches, you have talked about the opportunity gap. What will closing the opportunity gap do to affect the achievement gap?
Well, I believe the achievement gap is there because there were opportunities missed, whether it be the students who come from low-income families who automatically are behind the eight ball because they've heard even less vocabulary. We have right now in our state, we have 18 different Algebra 1 classes. We're working to make sure that there's only one Algebra 1 class, and we hold everybody to that expectation. Having Algebra 1 Light, and Algebra 1 Low Carb is not really going to help anybody, and so we have to provide that same opportunity and then provide the same level of expectation for every student. And every bit of research says if we do that, we can close that achievement gap.
You have this idea of, well, this thing that you want to do, and it's closing the achievement gap by 50% by 2030. What will closing this gap by 50% do for Kentucky?
Well, let's be clear about the achievement gap. We are having to look at it from two different perspectives. One is a group to group, and one is group to 100% proficiency. The reason that's important is because you don't want to close the gap by the upper group going down, but you also want to have the conversation about why some groups are not performing like others. So what's it going to do from Kentucky? It's going to provide 50% more students with the ability to be college and career ready. It's going to give 50% more of our students the ability to go out and get a better version of themselves than perhaps they even thought about having. And most of all, it gives a kid a vision of their own future to be able to go out and do something special. For Kentucky, it means billions of dollars more to our economy. It means a better workforce. It means a better opportunity to bring more business and industry to Kentucky. But like I said, at the end of the day, it just means that there are 50% more kids ready for life.
And if you could tell anyone anything about the achievement gap for them to become more knowledgeable or to have a better impact on their community with getting involved, what would that be?
That's a great question. I think the way I would answer it is to say be involved, be willing to tutor, be willing to provide opportunities for kids that, if you have been blessed with a great home life and a great education, then pay that forward and help all of our students by simply taking ownership of the fact that this is real and it's not going to be fixed by us sitting on the sidelines and hoping it gets fixed.
And it's also about having hard conversations too.
Oh, absolutely.
To listen.
Yeah, if you don't have those hard conversations, the soft bigotry of low expectation is an absolutely huge problem in our country. And if we don't at some point start to recognize that even though talking about race and socioeconomic status makes us uncomfortable, there's really no reason it should. What should matter is we're having those conversations to better ourselves and most of all to better our students.
Thank you so much for this interview.
You are very welcome. Thank you for asking.